Hi, I'm Paul from VeloWorks, and it's time to think outside the box. We want to have a different way of moving stuff around Bristol, moving stuff to and from the workshop, stock, wheels, bikes, etc. And I've earmarked the G Line for this. So how's it going to be done? Come join me to find out how. So with our new workshop, which is probably coming up to about a year old, I try and cycle as much as I can. One, because Bristol's easier to navigate on a bike. Two, it's better for the environment. And three, it's just more fun. There are occasional times that I do need to use the van, transporting wheels, bikes and stock. So I've been thinking recently, after we went on holiday, how do we change it? What's the best way forward? There's cargo bikes, all these different options. But I think I've found the perfect solution, and the G Line's part of it. So come and have a look. So a trailer from Burley. Burley flatbed trailer works perfect with the G Line. Let's go and investigate the setup and how good it is using this trailer with the G Line. So I've had a good few rides with the trailer and it is working out to be really good. It's going to be an ongoing situation in terms of maybe tuning a couple of bits about the bike. It's definitely a different way of cycling around Bristol. Obviously, I'm now looking at pulling something that makes my bike twice as long. People don't always expect you to have a trailer, so it's quite interesting going through the centre, rush hour in Bristol, and people being a bit taken back that there's a trailer there. So there's a few finer things, and we'll look at those points through the video and towards the end of what I might need to think about. You also might come up with some ideas of what I need to think about. But as a product, the Burley trailer is really, really nice. It folds fully flat, so the wheels can come off, and then the sides fold in, and the trailer hitch or the arm is removed. The arm has two positions, a position for a big wheeled bike and a position for a small wheeled bike, which is really good for the G Line because actually you can turn it on the spot and in a really, really tight circle. It takes up to 25 kilograms, which is more than enough for what we need. We need about 3, so that's fine. Obviously, if you're going to put 25 kilograms on, that's going to affect the gearing, and there's a whole other thing to think about. But I really, really like it, and it's great. It rattles a little bit because of the kind of quick release system that seems to bed down when you've got weight in it. It's another positive because people can hear you coming, so especially if you're on shared paths, even though you might think, oh, why should it be noisy? Tip-top edition, I did like it. So practically, it's really good to ride. It doesn't have this jarring quality which some trailers have, if that makes sense. So you go over a bump and then you feel the trailer behind you. That doesn't happen. It's really, really good practically. But let's look at how we detach and reattach and fold the trailer. So if I let the bike go now, it's just going to fall over. I can't put it on its side. So the first thing I need to do is remove this pin and detach the two. I can then put my beloved G Line either on the floor or against a fence. These straps don't come with the trailer. I bought these afterwards. £4 from the hardware shop. Bargain. For two. So we put that there. We can undo another clip here. And then push in this button. So that would be there, the position for a bigger wheeled bike. That's done. Then I might as well remove the wheels. I push this, one wheel out. Push this one, another wheel out. There we go. And there we have a flat trailer with the two wheels and the hitch. And then to do it into a trailer, you just do the reverse. So I hope I didn't make too much of a meal of that, because it's very, very easy to store, fold down, and very easy to use. I'm very, very happy with it. We do sell these on our website, so check them out. There also is another version that is closer. It's almost like a shopping cart, and that mounts here, which is another great option for the G Line or Brompton. It depends what you carry. We've gone for the flatbed because of the size of the boxes and parts that we need to put on the bike. So check that out, that's on our website. So flatbed and then a travoy kind of shopping trolley type one. The great thing about us here at VeloWorks is we only use products that we would use ourselves. So that includes wheels, the components we sell, accessories. We have these all on our bikes, and we know them and trust them, and they're from brands that we know. These get great guarantees with them. We'll bring up how much guarantee is with them, the warranty for the trailers. They're a really good option, and definitely a good option for the G Line. There's a few things to consider though, so let's go through my points of what I feel as I need to consider having this new setup. So things to consider: that the bike now is twice as long, maybe even a little bit more. Consider where I'm cycling, changing the routes maybe compared to what I usually do, and I'd say being a bit more patient, so not pulling out into gaps that I could usually pull out if the bike was this big. I could usually pull out into a safe gap. I'm gonna have to be more conscious. We're also gonna be carrying cargo, well, I don't want people to go into that, so we need to consider that. We might get a flag for it, so then people can hopefully see the flag and anticipate that we're maybe longer than we are, but I definitely need to be kind of making myself more visual and taking that time as I'm cycling through urban streets. And what I love to do in Bristol, because the cycling network is really good, is I like to use traffic free and shared paths as much as possible. So we have done a recce, and I should be able to use my usual route. There's just a few little areas that I'll need to stop, maybe get off the bike and push across roads as opposed to coming out into the road. Another thing to consider is the gearing. So I've got the standard 54 tooth front chainring, and the cog at the back's either a 19 or 22 tooth, I can't quite remember. So 54 at the front's pretty tough considering I've got a big hill to go up in Bristol, but I did it the other day and it was fine. So my thinking is, because there is an option to go to a 50 tooth or a 44 tooth, which would make it easier, but my current thinking is to stick with it, get myself fitter and see how I get on. So I'm not in a rush to change that, but that's an option. Probably if I was going to change it, I'd go to a 50 tooth, because for me on a day-to-day basis without the trailer, the 54 works well, but that's definitely a consideration. So the standard hitch that comes with this trailer fits the G Line perfectly. You just take off the 15mm nut on the non-drive side of the rear wheel and you put it on, easy. 15mm spanner, done. It'll fit quick release really easy, but the consideration is if I want to use this on another bike, or Sarah wants to use it, because we do use it for our allotment as well, so we might want to take another bike occasionally, and Burley do through axle adapters because all of our other bikes are through axle at the rear, apart from one or two. Another consideration is getting that so we can replace the axles on our other bikes, and then we can just switch between the two. And lastly is lighting. So it comes with two reflectors. I need to put them on the bike. As we go into autumn, I need to think about lighting up the corners. So having probably lights maybe on all four corners might be a bit extreme. Could get some fairy lights maybe, but definitely lighting and showing at night that it is bigger and it's there. I can have a light here for me, so that's definitely something I need to consider, and obviously keep them charged and ready to go.
Oh, and I've also thought that'd be really good to look at branding potentially for the trailer, as long as it's not going to add too much weight. And also we need to think about waterproofing the boxes coming into winter and the wetter conditions.
So I love this setup, and I think the G Line is going to be my go-to for using the trailer, because the folding bikes themselves are quite easy to manage, and I think when you've got this and a trailer, I think it's really good. The downside is obviously the gearing, and it is a bit more effort than using a bigger wheel bike, but so far so good. So there's lots to consider, and I'm quite excited because it's a different way of cycling around, and there's all these little things that I need to kind of think about and get right, especially moving into kind of the darker months, which is in a few months time. So there we go, and hopefully maybe there'll be some comments of other things that maybe I haven't considered. What do you think? Would you ride with a trailer? Do you ride with a trailer? What do you think of this setup? Let us know in the comments, and we're hoping that we can be that little bit greener, and just as well as being a little bit greener, just have more fun on bikes, because then I don't have to be driving as much and I can just cycle more, which is always the aim. So thanks for watching the video. We hope you like what we do. If you do, please subscribe and leave any comments in the comments section. Thanks again.